So Boxing Day 2023, all the kids and grandkids have their own events to go to, so I have the day to myself, and I thought, well, beautiful winter day. You can see where the deer have bedded down for the night, or at least one. So there are a lot of dead standing trees in our forest here, and I identify the poplars and the aspens with orange marking paint. So there's two there in that little grove, and there's probably more. But the spruce, of course, you can tell because they don't have needles on them, but it's hard to identify the dead deciduous trees unless you mark them. So that's what I did. We're going to knock these two down, turn it into rounds using the firewood marking device, and put it on the splitter and put it into the baskets. So I'm thinking with these two trees, it's probably best to drop them to the right here, a little bit of an open area in between the trees there. If I have any skill at all, we'll drop it neatly in that opening, lots of room to work, and no dangerous situation there. So we're going to fire up the chainsaw and knock those two trees down. Well, tree number one went okay. You can tell this has been dead for a while. That bark just kind of fell right off when it hit the ground and broke and shattered at the top there. Now, it's not premium firewood by any means, but you know what? Wood is wood, I guess, and it's helping clean up the forest. Now, this one didn't go as planned, but look at the bottom of this tree here, rotten in the center. And it just exploded as it dropped the wrong way, of course, but there was nothing holding it up. Of course, you got to be very careful, and I probably should have done that different. But this might just go straight onto the burn pile. We'll see after I cut it into rounds. We'll quickly delimb this, and then we'll use the firewood marking device to mark out our 16s and cut it into rounds. Okay, we've got our firewood marking device, which we made in a different video, and I'll rehash a little bit of that in this video. But all it is a block of wood, some ready rod, a washer and 2 nuts, and a neodymium, let's just say a high-powered magnet that I've epoxied into the end, and it sticks on the end like so, and it can go on either side, and then you drop it down and you mark your 16ths and just go work your way down the log, and it works left and right. And so that's what we're going to do next. We cleaned up the one end, and then we started marking the 16 inches with the marker, and I went all the way down the log like that. Now you can do it one way or the other depending on what you feel comfortable with, because you can put this device on either side of the bar of the chainsaw. So now we go back and we just cut right through, and we should have 16-inch rounds. One tree produced 30 rounds at 16 inches, anywhere from about 12 or 13 inch down to, I'm saying about 6 inches, maybe a little bit less. So 30 rounds. We're going to bring it over to the splitter and put it in the baskets. Here's an example of some of the dead standing that we've got. Just a little grove here. I think it's 7 trees worth, some big, some small. And I don't know why it would be just in this little area. Maybe there's something in the soil, or maybe it's too wet. Anyway, some of them are pretty big. We'll have to attack those at some point too. But we don't burn spruce in the house, so we're just focusing on the poplar and the aspen. We've got our 30 rounds by the splitter, thanks to the Bobcat CT 235 acreage tractor. That thing has been a workhorse around here. If you have an acreage, I would suggest investing in a tractor. You can do so many things with it. At any rate, we're going to fire up the Bearcat 25-ton log splitter made by Echo. Been happy with this machine. It doesn't have a very fast stroke and return, but it does what we need. So 25-ton, 25-inch log capacity, 16-inch rounds, they say on the sticker, but I'm sure you could push it past that. At any rate, it's been a reliable machine. It flips up that you can do long, big rounds from a vertical position, but we always run it here. I have to clean up all the bark chips from over the years. So let's fire this up and get splitting. Well, that's 30 rounds from that tree that we felled. We left the other one in the forest for another time. So I got about a quarter cord, and the wood turned out to be really nice. I was quite surprised. Thought it would be pulpy, but I'm going to say 95% of it was really nice. So a quarter cord. These baskets hold about a third of a cord, and I had a little bit in there from a previous splitting session. So happy with the results. All right, well, what could be better than spending a day outdoors doing firewood in the forest? I had a good time splitting up that tree that we felled, and it turned out to be really nice firewood. And yeah, I can't think of anything funner than getting in the forest on a beautiful winter day and working up a sweat. So as they say, firewood heats 3 times. Once you cut it, once you split it, and once when you burn it. So that's certainly the case here. At any rate, we hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, we'd love it if you'd join us again for another video coming soon. Thanks for watching.